John found was called The Lost Art of Quitting. And I thought this was kind of simple until I started reading it. But
Yeah, this was not 2 paragraphs. It was
it's
like
very
3
much
pages.
it's very much a John Nash article where it probably got into the weeds, I thought, a little bit. So before I give my piece, then I wanted to hear what after reading the 5 or 6 pages, what was your takeaway from the article?
My takeaway is sometimes when you suspect you need to walk away from something, your body's telling you that, you probably should listen to yourself and do it, even though culturally we have this thing about quitters and winners. And I thought that he kind of kept the article in that channel of don't worry about the societal implications. But we see it all the time in all our TV and movie. Everything, quitters quit and winners win, right?
So you don't want to be labeled a loser or a quitter.
Yeah.
And so part of the whole issue of people staying in things too long, I guess you could say that about relationships.
So was that
too.
your takeaway as well?
Yeah, it was. But I thought it went a long way to get there.
Well, he might be paid by the word.
That's true.
Like Charles
This was
Dickens
his-
was actually paid by the word. That's why things like, A Christmas Carol are so long. Tiny Tim gets the Christmas goose
Then
at
as the
end.
magical snowflake, not one like the other.
20 cents, 30 cents.
That was like a lot of companies that with the what am I trying to say? The thing that scrolls with the words on it.
Teleprompter?
Teleprompter. They would charge $20 a word to
Really?
fix. Yeah.
All right, so anyway, back to quitting.
So I took away the same thing, and it gave some examples of people that have been successful quitters. They used Zuckerberg as an example
Yeah.
of leaving Harvard to go found Facebook. But they said that you never read about somebody that decided I need to get off or get out of this rat race or get out of a job that I just know is not right for me, for a work-life balance or to help a relationship or to at least clear my mind. And I remember years ago a mentor telling me, a lot of people on a Sunday, if you work in a corporate environment,
yeah.
on a Sunday you might have angst about going in Monday. What's ahead of me on Monday? They said at that time, if you start having those feelings on Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, that you dread going to work on Monday, it's probably time for you to start looking to make a change somehow. If you start on Friday dreading
I was going to go there because I know this.
dreading Monday,
Then it's
a
definitely-
big problem. And so many people are in either unhappy situations from a work standpoint, and it could just be that could be the people you work with. It could be maybe there's culturally not a fit. It could be a job you thought was going to be something different. A lot of people work to get to the ideal job that they think they want to have and get there and find out it's not what it was cracked up to be. Or there's lots of other issues related to it that make it very stressful. And at that point, you need to make a decision and say, you know what, I need to make a change. And they say the way we view it culturally is people want to conform and they want to feel value.
Yeah.
So they will stay in a situation either A, for the money, or B, because they don't want it be to perceive that they gave up.
Or they made a bad decision. Yeah.
Right. Or you gave up.
He basically said we don't want to be perceived as making a wrong decision. We're evolved to conform, and we seek to preserve the integrity of our identity. And then some of the famous things he talked about that you mentioned earlier was Jerry Seinfeld. The founders of Airbnb quit on their initial idea. Michael Jordan quit basketball, went to baseball, then went back to basketball. He's doing fine, right? Seinfeld quit Seinfeld despite offers of millions of dollars. Dave Chappelle walked off the Dave Chappelle show for a whole variety of reasons at the peak of that thing.
It was funny when they used the Seinfeld example because I thought, did Seinfeld, and maybe I should know this, did he leave because he wanted to do something else, or he wanted to go out on a high note, or run out of stories?
Unless we had him here to ask, but I would say that they left on a high note. How many seasons was Seinfeld?
It was 8 or 9.
How many more stories could they have done? I mean, I think that as a creator and as a performer, he probably was like, you know what? And Larry David might have agreed as well. We got a great run out of this.
Well, the Curb Your Enthusiasm was great.
Fantastic.